Hello, my name is Amanda Glass. I am a graduate student at Georgetown College. For my capstone research project, I have conducted a research study titled, How Does the ESL Online Teacher Certification and Endorsement Program at a Small Liberal Arts College Shape In-Service Graduate Students' Professional Beliefs and Practices? The focus of this study is the ESL endorsement program at Georgetown College, a local liberal arts college in Georgetown, Kentucky. The research question guiding the study is important because when students complete their ESL certification, many colleagues and administration expect them to be experts in the field of ESL and lead their educational communities in best practices for teaching ELLs, or English language learners. This study will research how teachers feel about their ESL certification and endorsement program and how it prepared them for the task of teaching and leading in the field of ESL throughout their school and educational community as a whole. Upon review of literature on the topic of ESL teachers as leaders and advocates in the ESL community, I found three common themes. 1. Effectiveness of collaboration between mainstream teachers and ESL teachers. 2. The impact of teacher education programs on attitudes and actions of professional ESL teachers. And 3. ESL student advocacy. The literature review discusses these concepts in greater detail with supporting resources. This research study uses a triangulation mixed method approach. As the researcher, I conducted a variety of data collection techniques in the form of a survey, writing prompt, and individual interviews of all of the 7 participants identified. These yield both qualitative and quantitative data. Using multiple methods and data sources ensures triangulation and ultimately validity and reliability of the results. Various methods of data collection, organization, research, coding, and analysis were used to triangulate the data and determine conclusions. Participants include in-service teachers who are currently students at Georgetown College, who have either recently completed the ESL teacher certification and endorsement program or are currently pursuing it. All necessary confidentiality and privacy concerns have been considered and planned for. Data is stored safely using password-protected clouds and computers only accessible by myself, the researcher. Participants consist of 3 ESL teachers, 3 mainstream teachers, and 1 bilingual instructor. There were 4 elementary teachers involved in the study, as well as 1 middle school teacher, 1 high school teacher, and 1 teacher who worked half-day middle and half-day high. All teachers in the study had less than 10 years of formal teaching experience, with the majority of the study being 2 to 5 years of teaching experience. The teachers all had less than 5 years of ESL teaching experience, with the majority having never taught ESL formally. The data collection tools used in this research study were surveys, writing prompts, and interviews. These were all analyzed and received together once all the data was received. The first process consisted of reviewing the data from all instruments and finding patterns. Those patterns then translated into codes, and ultimately themes were derived from the codes that relate back to the research question. Finally, the themes from all instruments were reviewed, analyzed, and meta-themes were determined to answer the research question. After careful analysis of data and meta-themes throughout the data collection instruments and raw data, it was clear that there were several patterns. The triangulation tables below show the process of triangulation that yielded the final results of the study based on themes in the qualitative data. ESL teachers advocate well for the ESL population in regard to accommodations and modifications, but state that they could do a better job overall with collaboration and training in the mainstream, and express a need for more support and focus on ESL education by their administration and colleagues. They understand the complex art of cultural responsiveness and consider those factors when planning for ESL students and working with family to increase parental involvement. However, they feel that better training and more time for research would be beneficial. It is recommended that school administration collaborate with ESL teachers in planning for trainings and collaborative meetings between the mainstream and ESL teachers to ensure that the ESL population is getting what it needs to be successful. Participants understand the importance of collaboration with mainstream teachers, although they do cite that time constraints and schedule conflicts make collaboration difficult. Those teachers working in predetermined collaborative teams report more successful collaboration than those working one-on-one as resource teachers. Finally, a consistent conclusion within the research is that ESL teachers understand the importance of training mainstream teachers in ESL strategies and methods and feel this is vital to their student success. Most ESL teachers spend an hour or less a day with each student. The remainder of the day is in the mainstream classroom. The participants do explain that they would like to lead more trainings, but again, lack of time makes this difficult. Literature supporting the themes as described and identified are in the following literature review. Overall, participants felt that their participation in the Georgetown College ESL certification and endorsement program was beneficial for their future as ESL teachers and leaders. Georgetown College students are prepared by the program to assume leadership roles in their schools for colleagues and students. Due to a lack of professional development requirements for mainstream teachers, it is clear that mainstream teachers need more training to be better collaborators with ESL teachers for ELLs in their classroom. However, they feel that even though they understand the complex art of cultural responsiveness and consider those factors when planning for ESL students and working with the family to increase the parental involvement, that more time for research would be beneficial in being successful in this area. The study finds that both mainstream and ESL teachers feel that more cooperation with their school for these professional development opportunities would help them to be better collaborators. It is recommended that additional research is done at the school level to determine training needs for ESL and mainstream teachers. The following is a reference document notating the references used in the literature review tables in the prior slides and on the poster.